Hello and welcome to another First Impressions video by SmorgasBorgnine. Today we're going to be looking at Aliens Colonial Marines. This time though I'm going to be doing it as a second impression because I've already played this before and I've heard there have been some improvements, and I'm going to go ahead and go through some of the DLC. Spoiler alert, I will be playing through the Stasis Interrupted DLC. This game was published by Sega, and Gearbox was the main developer. However, they did use other ones such as Timegate, as you'll see here, and Nerve. Unfortunately, it really shows that they used so many because the game was very flawed when it came out and didn't actually live up to the expectations of the first trailer. They do some nice things. That said, I mean, the gun optimization and your character optimization is pretty cool. Definitely taking a lead from Call of Duty and Battlefield. I mean, you can change sights, you can change the paint jobs on each of the weapons, and the pulse rifle sounds just like the movie. It is kind of repetitive, though. I mean, the firing sounds are just going to get on your nerves after a while. It's one stock sound that they use repeatedly. I will be going through this DLC, and spoiler warning, if you do intend to play this, you might want to skip towards the end, because what's going to happen here is this DLC is supposed to explain the reappearance of Hicks. In the main campaign, he appears, and your characters ask about him, and he just says that's a long story and continue on. So this is supposed to explain that. Anyway, you're going to start off as this character named Lisbeth. Lisbeth, you never really get too much backstory on her. She wakes up on this ship. People are getting killed. This Ethan guy tells you that they've got your parents, and you want to go rescue them. You've obviously already been infected with a facehugger, so you know how you're going to end up. Just kind of makes it a forgettable character when there's no real backstory to her, and you know she's destined to die, and Ethan obviously looks like he's in bad shape, and you can tell he's probably not going to last long here. Yeah, surprise. Now, one thing that is cool about this section is that you do have to sneak around. Unfortunately, there are no stealth mechanics. You can't take cover, you can't lean on things or crawl. You basically just crouch. And for the most part, you're just going to be following a predetermined path, and aliens will end up attacking people that get in your way, like such. It's kind of silly, though, because they, good programming there. That flamethrower just disappeared. It's kind of silly that they avoid you. I mean, there's one that's going to come up here in a minute that had to go around you to get to this guy. And, I mean, it just makes no sense. It's just, they could have done it better. I mean, at the very least, have the aliens coming from the opposite direction so that it makes sense that they go after these guys. See, that one just ran right past me. There's no sense in that. Anyway, here's a great example of the shoddy work on this. Look at these textures pop in. Almost there. Almost. There they go. Finally there. Yeah, that happens a lot in this game. There's really no excuse for it. It was like that on the original release, and it still hasn't got any better. I was one of those unfortunate souls that pre-ordered this game. Got all excited about the drop-in, drop-out co-op. Totally burned. These corridors are too tight for the co-op. You know, you can't really have 4 people going through these small corridors. You're pretty overpowered anyway, and the alien AI is just so dumb. They charge straight at you, even when they crawl on the walls. most of the time they'll drop down right in front of you. They don't try to sneak around you. It's very rare you'll actually be attacked from behind. Most of the time it's either head on or from the side. And the coolest parts of the game, in my opinion, are when you're without a weapon. You'll also get an indicator at the bottom, at least on the difficulty I was playing was the standard difficulty. You don't even have to lift the motion tracker to know there's somebody coming. See that there at the middle and the bottom? That will alert you anytime there's something close by without even having to lift the motion tracker. And you'll get the little distinctive ping sound. This time we got a shotgun. The one thing that is nice about the motion tracker is it does point you out to the waypoints. That's actually a pretty good use of it. Those red waypoints will only appear when you're using the motion tracker.
Level 3, Bay 4.
And here they come. One of those ran straight through the fire. The one that got close to me, I was able to melee off and kill relatively easy. And basically, it's a turkey shoot. If you stand through this door, they can't get to you very easily. And this guy just got stuck. And this does happen quite often, too. The only reason I was playing this again was just to see if it really did improve. I had heard the patches were supposed to make the AI better. The graphics were supposed to have been improved, and that's just not the case. This time I'm using a submachine gun. And the weapon selection, basically you just get a pistol, and you get to set a primary and secondary weapon. You can carry more than that, you just have to swap them out in order for your key bindings to work. I don't really like that, and I would have preferred to have been able to switch between my weapons a little more freely. Yet rather than sneaking around me, he jumps straight in front of me. This is actually a throwback to Alien, the first movie, the self-destruct sequence. I do like that they used a lot of the imagery and sound effects from the movies. I mean, that is actually pretty well done. Just wish they could have got the feel of the movies better and didn't make you feel so overpowered and the aliens weren't so dumb.
And developing this bomb will be one of our first steps in controlling the xenomorph drones.
And these are the audio logs. You can actually get some that actually tell you some backstory. There's one with quotes from Burke from the movie, and Newt talking to Hicks. Some pretty nice things like to fill in the backstory. That said, the whole reason for Hicks being back is really stupid. And also this does use a health refill, and those were armor pickups I was getting there. You do have generating health to an extent, but it'll only regenerate a third of your health at any given time.
Oh my god, it's the Queen.
Well, shoot her!
And there's your Hicks there. It does use Michael Bihn's voice.
That'll only piss her off.
And this is a
Get the hell
smart
outta
gun
here.
sequence, which is the only one in this DLC. There's actually 4 levels,
Ceiling!
and you don't get the smart gun till the very end, and you only get to use it for maybe 30 seconds. And it would have been better, this game would have also been a lot better if you didn't have as much ammo. I mean, if you had to manage your resources better, it would have at least made the aliens more of a threat. Again, it was very disappointing. And when I first got this, the best part of it was playing multiplayer. However, unfortunately, I could not find a match. I spent a lot of time on Sunday trying to find matches. And I'm talking Sunday, June the 15th. And then I tried again, and I'm still not able to find a match. And it's just such a wasted opportunity. You know, a game designed by Gearbox with drop-in, drop-out co-op set in the Alien franchise. It sounded like such a winner, and it's so disappointing they couldn't pull this off. I'm still not finding anything here. Just like Sunday. I'm set to online. Set friends only. It just applies to my party. If I wanted to play with the same people through more than one mode, I guess. Yeah, it's looking like just like Sunday. Either the matchmaking is broken or there's just nobody playing it anymore. Oh wait, got one. Must not be broken. It just looks like it's empty. I guess they dropped out. Well then, that's disappointing. Okay, and just to close, I'll show you a boss fight. This guy's called a Charger, I believe. He's basically just a big rhino/bull who charges at you with his big head plate. However, it's not much of a fight when he gets stuck. You can just pummel on that wheel. All in all, my final verdict is this game is broken and buggy, with a dumb story, dumber AI. The sounds and music are true to the film, even though they are a little repetitive. The multiplayer is pretty fun, but you won't be able to find a match. Anyway, thank you for watching my video, and please leave a comment and subscribe. Thank you.